Welcome to episode 7 of Terminus Zombie Survivors. Well, we're getting very close to Terminus for the end game on this run. We might be able to get there today. So let's go into the game and see where we got up to. So again, we're at the gas station currently here. We know Terminus is at the top up here. We need to have a search to see what's around us. We do have a couple of zombies we need to take care of, which I am going to be sending up my second character, Sherry, the one the survivor picked up a couple of episodes ago. She's going to move up and attack this zombie, and we also know there's other zombies here as well. So again, there's another two there. Both of them, and them not really deadly zombies. Hopefully Sherry can take these out, and then that will leave Sam free to go and search out the store, because he has the skillful search to be able to search better. So we need to take out a 1.7. Now Sherry does have a gun, but I don't want to use the gun unless I need to. So I want to be able to kill these in one hit. So that one's only 1.6. That one's 3.7 because it's a proper fighting knife, not a kitchen knife. The main thing is she's got to go and take out these. Now that one has the lowest HP, so if I move to this cell here, she can do a diagonal attack with a spear on that one. So again, I should be able to take out both these. So 4.5 I need. This has a very low chance of doing 4.5. So do I have a better option? Might be the gun. Okay, we're just going to use the gun. Was there anything? There's some gloves there. There's a pamphlet there which I might go and pick up. Yeah, I've got enough AP to be honest. And I only need 1.6 on you. Again, it doesn't matter which one of your characters are doing the killing. It's your XP's based on your AP usage. So as long as you're using all your HP every turn or using your AP efficiently, you'll level up the same whether you kill or not. So again, I don't want to be using the gun for 1.6 damage. I might be able to get it through. No, that has a very slight chance. So I'll just use the... Actually, what's the baseball bat? Because I haven't checked that one yet. 1.5 to 1.8 again. Very slight chance of failing. We'll just take it out with the fighting knife. She can just pick up these cloths. The pamphlet. What is that? A kebab. Now she has 2 AP left. Can she read any of these cooking ones? Yeah. She can read the kebab and then she can drop it immediately. Is there anything else that I don't need anymore? No, because she's reading the survival cooking, so you might as well just read that. Okay, your AP's all used. Let's switch over to Sam. Now Sam, you can pick that up, but again, I'm not going to need it on this run. There's a door there, so let's move to here. There's 2 zombies, little round circles you'll see there and there. So I know there's 2 zombies in that location. Your better option would be not to enter, but I am going to. I should be able to take out both these unless there was really deadly. 1.3 and 3.8, that's fine. I'll go with the biggest one first. And then I need to go 1.6, so I might be able to switch down to a different weapon. Yeah, we'll just hit him with a plank of wood. Yeah, and the plank's broke, but that gets rid of some weight out of my inventory. And let's move to that location. Now, there is a zombie outside the window. There's 2 zombies, but neither one of them can get to me. So I'll just pick up this stuff on the floor. Again, as we showed in the last episode, rags are really useful because, again, it can get to threads, which can repair your clothes. So Sam's going to stop there. Sherry's done all she can for this turn. So let's end the turn. Those zombies have seen me. So what Sam is going to do... Again, I don't like going through windows because it can cause a sprain. Didn't want to cover the window. I wanted to open it. And that's really good of Sam. Okay. That was a bit of a wasted thing because I put the cover up against the window. it stops me from getting through there, which again, really bad move. So 1.2 and a 2.4. So let's set the 2.4 out first. Can't do it with that, so let's find something a bit more. Do you have a fighting knife? No, you have kitchen knives. We can only do one. Okay. We'll use you and that. So you're dead. And we'll use 1.2 on here. Which again, might be able to just do with a kitchen knife. No, there's a very small chance I'll be able to take that out in one. So we just use a plank of wood. Again, got rid of some more AP out of my bag. Don't need to collect them, I've got enough on me. So my next point of call is I'm going to go up to the vending machine. Okay, I can't do that. So where can I go with 3? We can go there. Okay, that's fine. You can stay there. Did I move Sherry? No, Sherry's got room to do. Now, gas pumps do have fuel in there, but you can't use them until you put fuel in the generator at the top, which takes fuel. So again, if you've got 2 characters, you can put one character up here, turn on the fuel. I think it takes about 1.7 per turn, and then the other character, if he's got empty fuel tubs, he can go and collect the stuff out the pump, so you can always gain an advantage. But without that, you don't really gain an advantage. So again, Sherry, what can she do? That one's unidentified. I mean, I could move straight up to the beverage cooler, which is going to take me up 8. So I'll do that. And then Sam's going to come up this end. Okay, we're going to search it. Again, good items. Energy drinks is get out of jail free cards. What do you need with your satiety? You need about 10 satiety. What have I got options? I've got a 7.6 there. Yeah, we'll eat one of these. And then we'll just use a bottle of water. Just having a look at my thing. I've got on my bag, I've got 16 turns, which is 16 hours in game. We've got another 8 hours before the nightfall drops. So again, I will need to use that tonight, otherwise by the morning when I get up, that's going to be no good. So again, I don't need the hydration now, but the next turn I'll probably eat an orange just to top the satiety back up. So she's in a good position. She's used all her AP, and then we'll just go and check the same. He's got good satiety. He's got no AP left, and the bread has now gone rotten, so I'm just going to drop that on. I forgot to eat it on the last turn before I come through to this cell. 9.3. So when I get down to about 20 satiety is when I'll start eating up these rices. So again, nothing I can do on this turn, so let's pass the turn. So I want to do Sherry first. Oh, we already done that one, so let's move down to this one. Crackers, cereals, canned goods, really good foods because none of them has condition bars on it or timers. So a fantastic find. She can search this vending machine here. And then that's that generator I was talking about where you can power it up. Now to power it up you would need something like an hand crank generator, but I haven't found one in this run and I haven't found the plans, so I can't do anything with that. She's out of AP, so let's switch to Sam. Let's try and get this searched and get onto the next tile, which we need to do a search before we know where the next tile is. There's going to be something around here, but you want to know really what you're going to before you go through a cell. So again, let's go with Sam. He's got 12 AP. There's nothing down here I need to check. I think that's the first vending machine I want to check. Don't need that, don't need that. So let's go up to here. Let's open the door. Now there is a zombie in here. I've got 2.6. He can get to me. So what I'm going to do on this occasion is move back Oh, I can't. So the easiest way to get through this is to close the door. He will come up to the door, bang the door. The next turn I'll open the door and then I can attack him straight away. So 1.1 damage onto the door. So again, all I'm going to do is open up the door and then he has 3.2. And now I would need something like an axe to take that out. You do get used to a certain run. Certain characters will do more damage. There's certain books you can find where you can have like modifiers to your ed attacks, so you can do like 25, 50% extra damage. Again, but that's all based on RNG on your particular run. Again, I just want to search as much as I can. I mean, when you're this close to the end game or up to Terminus, there might even be a thing where you don't need to check anything. If you've got enough food, it's just literally going to one cell, move to the next, and just run to the end game. So, which way am I leaving out of here? Okay. So what I'm going to do is Sam can't do anything else, but he has got another vending machine to check there. So on Sherry, did she search this one? No, she didn't. So let's get that one searched. Sleeping pills, beer. Again, the beer's probably the most useful one. She had some food about to go off, so we'll eat that. And then we're going to do a search with a street map. Again, finding this street map really early makes or breaks a game, to be honest. It makes the starting so easy. If you don't find it, it's really, really tough going, knowing where to go. So I can only get a 1 location. I can get a 2 location up there. Cancel. No, I want to get a better location than that. So I want to get it for 2, but I want to get it for as cheap as I can. So 4 AP. So there's our next run. We're going to the hardware store. How cheap can I get the next place? Is there a 2? There's a 2 up there. But I don't have enough AP from this far away to get it. So again, hardware store is the next location we're going to go to. So she's doing good. She's a bit low on morale. So is there anything? Well, we know drinking is going to pump up that. Don't want to cause drunkenness, but that's great. I mean, I'd rather not. Is there anything else I can... We'll just take an antidepressant. We've got a few of them. And again, that will just top up my morale over the next couple of turns. And we're going to the hardware store. So I'm going to take a chance and go out the window. Oh, I've done the same thing again. I covered up the window instead of opening it. And you don't have enough to get there now. So she stops where she is. Switch off to Sam. And Sam can't do anything. So let's just pass the turn. And hopefully there isn't any zombies so I open the window. So Sherry can go straight to that location. Again, bit of a risk to take, but she's got plenty of AP to take on anything. So let's have a look. The scrap metal there, the stick there. So I need to do 7 damage health plus the 8 for the helmet. So you need to go for 15 damage. Again, this is probably one of them locations where, because she doesn't have that many weapons, using the gun. So again, got 1.8 left. Now I can switch to another weapon. 1.3 to 1.6. 1.5. Again, there's a slight chance that will get through, but it's not worth the risk. Just do it with a fighting knife. Again, my fighting knife's broke. But he did drop a fighting knife. So again, let's just pick up everything there. That was the pamphlet I dropped early, so I don't need to go back for it. And let's just switch to Sam and see what he can do with his turn. We'll take all the water. Again, we're in a position out 6.7 to get there, and I haven't got enough. I can get to there. Let's not take the risk of going through the window. I can just walk round. Can't do anything else. Let's just switch to Sherry. Sherry can just go onto that square. And she's going to need 9 to get through. So next turn she can go through. Okay. So she's going to immediately move through. I would prefer Sam to be going through because he's got the better vision, but I've got no other option on this one. So again, that was actually quite a good one. I'm right next to the zombie. My fighting knife broke, but I only need to do 1.3, so he's took quite a lot of bit of damage on his head already. Again, this is a minimum attack of 1.3, so again, guaranteed kill. And then switch to Sam and see what Sam can do. Get there for 10.5. Again, instead of going up there because I haven't uncovered the route, it was cheaper for him to go all the way around. Next turn he can go through. So let's move to the next turn. Okay, there's a door there where Sherry's right by. What is Sam? Sam can get there for 4.2, but then he couldn't open the door. So, what was this place? This was an hardware store. I mean, theoretically, I don't need an hardware store. So, I mean, in this situation, let's see about that 2 place. So 4.4 for a 2. Let's take that. Okay, so we've got our route planned. So we've got to hit the railroad. There is another one here. It's a park, but there's no location from the park to the railroad. Well, there is one there, which takes 5.9, 5.7. Again, you want to get it as cheap as you can, so 5.3 is a tunnel. There's nothing in the middle there because there's nothing showing up as available places. And again, I don't want to be going in there. So again, we'll search this hardware store. We've got 2 railroad tiles to get through. Again, those are going to be really dangerous to get through. There's going to be more zombies on there than any other tiles, except for the ones around by the dangerous places. And then we're at the terminus. So 1, 2, 3 locations and we're there. So we will have a search of this place. So Sherry, she's used up all her AP, so again, might as well put Sam in the doorway. He has the armor protection on him. He could use with some satiety. So let's eat that and drink the water. And again, you can just fill up the big bottles. At this point, I don't think there's any need. Now we know where we've got to go. I don't need dirty water. I'm not going to need any cooking. And I'm not going to need any seeds. So again, this point is where we can start cutting things down. I won't get rid of too much stuff in case things go wrong and we've got to backtrack. Again, at this point, 1.5 AP. Let's try and get this down. I don't need scrap. I don't need that. Don't need that. I think I can craft with tape, so I'll keep that. We'll keep the thread. We'll keep the stick. And I think I only need 2 planks. Well, that's took me down to 1.4. Not going to need a bird trap. I'm not going to need that. Rubbing alcohol will always keep. Zombie guts I can get rid of. Again, I could probably get rid of the fuel and the pump. Down to 1.3 AP. So again, we can get more done each turn now. And then we'll do the same quickly for Sherry. Try and get her AP. She's already at 1.3 AP. But at this point, we're not going to need a fishing rod. We've not used an alarm clock, so we don't need it. That can be used 6 times. That can be used 4, so I don't need both. Why would I need a brightness 2 if I've got a brightness 3? So that can go. We'll keep them for now. I'm not going to do bargaining. Pathfinder will keep. I'm not going to do the helicopter. I'm not going to do that. Not going to do cigarettes. We'll keep some of them because we might. Just trying to see how low I can get this down. We'll keep the novel. We don't need. We don't need that. We don't need to know about restaurants. We're not going to need any of these crafting items now. Again, I'm just trying to get things as low as I can. I don't need both pots. So we'll get rid of the low durability. Both kitchen knives am I going to need? No, I can get rid of one kitchen knife. And then if there's any empty plastic bottles and stuff or empty glass bottles, I will just get rid of them at this point. Okay, we've cut our weight down quite a lot. What's the point in carrying everything when we know our end goal and we've got enough food to last us? So again, was there anything about to run out on there? No, 16 hours on that, so that's fine. We do need to get inside and bed down the night in this gas station because we're about to come into night time, and then we'll try and do the 2 cells of the railway tracks tomorrow and then get to Terminus. So again, I think I'm happy with that. Let's pass the turn. It is going to go into night. Oh, there is a zombie the other side of the door. Again, let's switch over with Sam because he has the night time. It's locked. Let's force it open with the crowbar. Now, we just saw 2 more pings up here, so there's at least 3 zombies in the immediate vicinity. At night, the zombies do get a bit more powerful, but I haven't really noticed them harder to take out. Now, that's guaranteed to kill him. And because we know the zombies are there, I'm going to move to that cell and then to this cell here. 1.3. Now there's a strong armoured zombie there, so what I'm going to do on this one is Sherry can move to there, and then we'll get Sherry to use the gun on the big one. Weaken him. Okay, he's down to 1.6, and then we can use something smaller. Like I said, I did rather having the Sherry doing the fighting because Sam has got the skillful search. Now, I don't need to take the novels. I've got enough of me. So I've already searched that. That's a door, but it's broken. So what we should have done is close this door, really. I can move there for 2.4, but I can't do anything. So I'll block the doorway. I have got a bit of protection. And then we'll switch to Sherry. She, unfortunately, has to move. Let's just keep a couple of rags on because I might have to cover up some windows just for tonight. Don't need scrap, don't that. We'll take the steel pipe because it's a weapon. I mean, the fire extinguisher is a weapon and it has a bonus to head attack, but again, we've got quite a selection of options with weapons. Okay, can't do anything else. Both of them's out of AP. Okay, we'll go with Sam first because again he has got that increased visibility at nights. Cover up the window. Now I think I've just saw a ping above me. Yep, 2 spaces up there's a zombie there. Now Sammy's nearly out of AP. So what am I going to do? I'm going to move back 1 cell. And then with Sherry we're going to continue doing what we was doing. So she's just going to... Okay, that will speed up crafting, but again at this point it's not that useful. I'll take the light or I'll take the axe because again they are useful. And unfortunately when it's dark like this you've got to spend to move every space. I don't need any of those. That was where I left items in. So again, you don't need any supplies. You're good. Just make sure there's nothing about to go off. No, that's all good. And then switch over to Sherry. Same again. Just check, make sure nothing's about to go off. I will need to eat the apple before the morning. I've got 1.5 days on this. So again, let's eat the apple. Let's drink up the water. We can't go to sleep yet because we need to take out these zombies up here. So again, let's end the turn. Okay, you come to me, he didn't attack me, so that was the best case scenario. It was a bit of a risk, but we have got our defense shield on, which will absorb 1 attack. Now, whether that attack is 20 damage or it's 1 damage, it doesn't matter. It gets used up. So, okay, let's switch over to Sam. And let's just kill this guy. Okay, I've got a nice selection of options. We'll just use the axes. Try and save the fire axe. Now, there's somebody just outside the window there, so I do need to go and take him out. So it's only 1.5. Can I do it? No, that's 1. Let's just get rid of the lumber item. No, I can't even use it with the lumber. Then I could just slap him over the head with a shovel. Yeah, that's fine. Okay, Sam's not going to move anymore, and Sherry, again, she's taking the hardest way possible to search everything. I'll take the tape because you never know, and I'll take the crowbar, but I don't need the steel. I'll take all the weapons at this point, and then again we can just use them. Okay, display, all done. Crafting bench is done. So she can come down to this location and we'll secure this up for the night. So let's close that door. She's got no AP to do anything and Sam's got no AP, so let's just pass the turn. Might actually be in a good place now. Don't need any of that. Again, it's so hard when you're a loot order in most of the games you play to leave items behind. But again, when you're so close to the end game, what's the point in weighing you down for no reason? Sam can't do anything more, so what Sherry can do. What am I going to do? Do I want to search these with me? No, I want to read that book. Because then if you do any more cooking... So what cooking could you do? Got some powdered milk, crackers, cereals. Got canned, so you might be able to make another stew. Yeah, we'll come into the middle here. I'm going to take a risk here. I shouldn't really be doing fires at night. 5 turns, 5 turns. Yeah, a bit of a risk to do this, but it's worth it. So is there anything else I can put into here? Well, I might as well put the pepper in. Nothing else. So let's just cook that. Is there anything else I can cook? I can cook the milk. Okay, so there's 2 items I can make. Cereals with milk. So we'll check both these. So cereals with milk is 18.5 and 6. And cheese is 7.8. Now that would just use the milk, where that would use the cereals. What's the cereals at 9? No, I think the cereals and milk is the better option. I can put an apple in there to make it even better. Okay, we'll cook that, and I don't think there's anything else I can craft. No, nothing else. Again, we didn't get that much good meat in this run, so we didn't use any of the meat options really. Makeshift armor, any book and 1 tape. Have we got a spare book? Well, we will soon. So she can just read that book for the rest of her turn, and after she's done that, she can make some armor for herself. So the one I need is the one with the cooking. Again, I should have done this before I did the cooking just. I think we've used Sam's AP already. Okay, so we'll end the turn. Again, that's the whole point of why you don't do cooking. So Sam can come all the way down to here. We'll open the window. I've got to uncover it to attack him. 3.9, that won't do. But the axe will. Okay. Let's close that. Close it up. Cover it up. Sherry, Sherry, Sherry. So let's get you to read that book. So again, I've already read it 3 times. So if you look into her bonuses now, XP, you will see she's got 15 satiety cooking results, so she gets 45% because she's read it 3 times, up to a maximum of 75%. So again, on longer runs, you can have some really powerful bonuses. So what she wants to do now, she wants to exchange that book to Sam, and Sam can craft up the armor for her. Sam doesn't have many books, so again, that's fine. She's got a novel. She's not going to read that. So I think we're just going to bed down for the night and then go straight to the... if we do want to try and complete this in this run, we need to make a move straight in the morning to the railway tracks. Again, we do have torches. We do have guns. There's no reason for us to wait at this point. So we'll have a sleep. Get everybody's... stats up to maximum, get morale eye, get energy eye, and then we'll make one last push for the end. So again, Sam, let's get some crafting, some makeshift armor. We don't want to use the novel, because again, you can select the items you want. The one we want is the Pathfinder. No, we don't. I must have given the wrong book. Never mind. We'll just use that one. Start crafting it. And there's nothing else we can do. So Sam is just going to start on this, and then he'll finish it tomorrow. And Sherry... Oh, actually, Sherry was crafting that. Again, sometimes with the two characters, it can make things a lot more micromanagey. So again, what options have you got with the books? Okay, we've got a Molotov, we've got a grenade, we've got a bunch of guns, we've got a bunch of ammo, not as much as I would like. We've got some stuff down here to repair, we've got some basic items. Can I make another makeshift? Oh, I can. I can make another one. I mean, at this point, you could probably get rid of the novel. Again, I'd rather get rid of the Bible, because the novel's still going to give me better items when I'm not in a church. So again, start crafting another one. You've got no AP. So again, I think both of you are just going to sleep until you're mealed, and then we're going to make a push in the morning. And then hopefully we don't get any more visitors overnight. Well, we have got a visitor down the bottom left, but as long as that doesn't wake us up. Now this door is broken just below us. Okay, so it has woke us up before our energy's full, which ain't great. Okay, Sam can go and take that out. Oh, it's because of the door. So it's a crawling zombie, again, not that powerful. It's only got 1.2, so again, we should be able to take it out with like a kitchen knife. Again, that's only going to be a small chance. That's an even less chance. Just take it out with a knife spear. That's fine, it's broke. Okay, I was looking at the wrong stats. So 0.9 left. Can that be took out with this? There's a very small chance. What about with a plank of wood? That's fine. And the plank broke as well. That's fine. Let's just get rid of some weight. Now, what I could do is... Have I got an hammer on? No, because I've just used my plank of wood. If I had a plank of wood, I could have just repaired that. I'm just going to pick that up and then we'll try and sleep again. It is 8 in the morning, so it's a lot later than I wanted to. So the first thing we're going to do is just have a look what we can do about our satiety. We forgot to eat the cereals. I'll keep it as a backup, but I'm not going to... That one can be split down into 3. So it's going to give 6.9. That could be split down into 2. 7.6, 6.9. I'll eat one of the... Actually, I'm just trying to work out the maths in my head quickly. We'll eat 2 of these to max, and then we'll drink all the water. We dump the plastic bottles because we've got enough water there. We've got two bottles. We will take something just to give you a pep. So we use that, so that's going to get all your stats up to max. That's Sherry done, and we'll do the same for Sam now. So I've got 9.3 off that. Let's eat it. Eat it again. throw the empty bottle away. So that's there, and morale is still a bit low. So again, we'll just take some... Yeah, we'll just use some potent ones. There's no reason to store on things now. And we're going to be going up to the railroad. Okay, so we're just going north. Now we are going to need pliers to get through fences, so how are your pliers looking, Sam? 40 something % on condition. What does the wood glue? Okay, I'm going to use the wood glue and get that out the way. Is all my gear, yeah, 30s and 40%, nothing down there is going to run out. And I don't need to worry about taking clothes off. So Sam is going to be moving up straight up to here. Uncover it, open the window, and we're going to move to that tile. Okay, there is somebody there. Can Sherry come up and take it out? It's going to take 7 AP to get there, but she is max AP. 10 to get through. I mean, she could enter the zone before Sam. Okay, give me a second. Let's just switch back to Sam. Sam can get to the railroad in 10, but he's out of AP. Okay, Sherry, 6.2 to get there. Let's get you there. You've got 1.4 on the head. Okay, that's fine. It was worth the risk. Again, I will come to this cell because that energy drink could be really paying off. Sam, what have you got? Nothing. Okay, so let's just pass the turn. Okay, beginning of the end. Let's go through to the railroad. Now, there is a zombie up here. Okay, let's go back through to Sherry. Let's get Sherry through as well. Now, she can move to that cell for 10, but it's not going to be worth the risk. Let's go to that cell there. That's fine. He can't get through the fence because the fence has 40 HP, so it's going to take him a while to get through. But I do need to clear that debris. Because there's debris. Oh, it actually wasn't showing it here. It was showing it was blocked to the left, which is over there. But it wasn't showing that this side was blocked. Okay. So Sam has the shovel, but he doesn't have enough AP to get there. This zombie can't get to me either. So Sherry needs to take him out or move back one of the two. Let's just attack him. It's got 2.6, so I need a bit stronger weapon than that. I've got a steel pole. That's fine. Let's end the turn. Okay. Now, there is a trick for clearing out these rubbles pretty quickly. So, Sam is going to get there in 4.2. Now, what we need to do is it's going to take him 1.3 to move. So we can't use more than 8.4 AP to clear this with the shovel. So go up to max. And then you need to leave 1.8 left. So I've got 1.8 left of AP. So he's going to clear out as much as he can. Then he's just going to step back. Then Sherry can do the same thing. She can go there. She hasn't got a spade. So she's just going to clear it as best as she can. Now the next turn she can then take a step aside, let Sam come in, use the shovel to clear it out. Now there is a zombie to the north, but he can't get to us, and there is a fence blocking us. So again, let's end the turn. And again, I'm not even worried about that guy at the bottom because he's attacking for 1.7 and the fence still has 36. So actually what I could potentially do, I'm just trying to think how much is left on the deep. Oh, that's fine. So we'll get her to clear it. But we want to leave enough for her to move out the way. And then Sam's going to go back in. He's going to use the shovel. It's only going to take him 2 AP, so he's going to clear it. Then he hasn't got enough AP to go through, and Sherry can't do anything, so let's just pass the turn. So again, on Sam, we want him to enter. You've discovered a railroad. Okay, that's fine. Let's make sure we're coming out. Okay, we actually went into the wrong railroad. We should have been coming straight into here from the hardware store and we went in the wrong one. That's why it didn't pan out, why there was a blocked way to get through. It just cost us 1 extra cell to get through, but it's not a massive difference to the outcome. So let's move Sherry up to there. Can you move through? Just about. Now we need to get to this side here. And we're 1-2 cells from Terminus. So Sherry can't do anything because she's got no AP. So we need to switch to Sam. He's got 10 AP, but we don't want to use it all. Now, that's a firefighter zombie. He can't get to me. You can't get to me if I move back. So what I'm going to do is take 1 step back here. And end the turn. Ah, there's a third one I didn't spot. So I know at least 2 of them couldn't do anything, so that's fine. So we need to get to that cell there, and then it's going to take us 9 to get through. I mean, potentially, I could go 4, but then she would be struggling with all these. So no, let's just take them out. Again, with this one, I want to use the best weapons available. 2.3, and then we've got to be efficient with the use of the items. Okay. You can move up 1, so now I've got to take out a 1.9. Again, 2.2 minimum, that's fine. Got to take out a 4.4 now. So again, we will need to switch back to one of the axes. You could do 4.4 minimum. Because it's a nimble, you have an high chance of missing. 5.5 AP left, so that's fine. An helmeted zombie. Let's switch to the best weapon I have available, which is the fire axe. And I've got very little left on him. Have I got enough AP? I've got 1 AP left and I've got 0.6. So can I switch it to something like the lumber? Yes. He's gone. Okay, so I'm out of AP. Sherry can come straight over to the edge. As long as there's not another zombie in these 3 cells, it's fine. So she has a little bit left, but she takes us 9 to get through. And Sam is okay. So let's see what I can eat. Yeah, we're just going to eat everything. Try and keep our stats up to max. And we try and get the morale up. Causes an headache. We'll just take that. So again, we're trying to keep our stats up as maximum as possible. Just so we don't have to keep stopping. Okay. Rotten cereals, at this point I'm just going to drop. I'm not going to risk it. 6.9, 7. That's fine. We'll eat that. We'll drink all the water. We'll take anything you can do for energy. That's 2 point. Yeah, that's going to be fine. And is there anything I've got for morale? That's fine. Okay, let's pass the turn. Oh, I didn't see that zombie up to the north. He got for the fence fast. I wasn't expecting that. Okay, Sherry is ready to move through, so let's move her through. In another leather gloves there. So we just need to go north to Terminus. So we do need to go up here, so we'll have to go probably through the fence unless there's an opening. So Sherry, I'm not going to move, and Sam, I'm just going to see where he is. So it's going to take me 9 to get through, and it's going to take me 3.9 to get there. And this is why you keep energy drinks. Okay, we've got 1 tile left to get through, and then we've got the Terminus location as well. So again, Sam can't do a lot. Sherry's got a little bit of AP. Let's move slightly forward. Okay, you can't get to me very fast. You can't get to me very fast. So I'm just going to stay where I am, and I'm going to end my turn. Let them come to me. Okay, Sam, let's see. If I go to this location, am I uncovering anymore? Yeah, again, he's not going to get to me very fast. It's going to take me 12 to get through to Terminus, and it's going to get me 3.2 to get there. You can't get there. So in this case, I'm just going to ignore everybody. Now, there's a SWAT zombie over there which can attack a lot. 3.9 actions at 5.6 a turn. He might have a chance again for the fence. He can't get there. He can't get there. And you can't get there. So again, I could put Sherry right up in this corner. I don't need to rush to them. Sherry could have actually gone through if I'd have let her take the main path. But like I said, I do want Sam to take the priority one. Let the zombies take their turn. Okay, the SWAT zombie didn't even see me, so that's great. And we've got 3 hours before nightfall. Don't need to do anything else. If anything, I'll just drink a bit of water. Keep your hydration up. Keep the stats max. Okay. Sam, let's just take an energy bar and let's just drink a bit of water. And let's move through. Now I have got 7.4. Now that is my end goal at Terminus. If you have more players, I think more of these open up. Oh no, you can only take you can only have 3 characters, so you can only have 2 additional ones. So there will be the 3 slots you would need to fill in. Now we are surrounded. I do have a grenade, but again, I don't know. So it is actually quite a big location. So I've never used one, so I just want to use this. Okay, I was expecting to have a better location than that. Okay, let's have a bit of fun with some of these consumables I've got. Where is the Molotov I made? There. Use. Okay, I could have used that in that space if I didn't know. Yeah, and the zombies are taking some damage. Now, you can't move a lot. You can't move a lot. You can't move a lot, and you could. So if we take out this zombie here and this zombie here, then we've got a clear path through. That's 7.3. Oh, that's a lot. I shouldn't have moved. So I need to take out some of these now. And again, now is not the time to be picking. 1 to 1.2, so you can take the out. I just need to say, you can't get to me, you can't get to me, you can't get to me, you can't get to me. That's fine. Got 3.9 on the edge, so again, I want to be using an axe. Okay. I think Sam's in the best place he can be. Let's get Sherry through now. She's still got 6.8 AP. Now, I'm not going to attack with the legs, speed reading. At this point, I'll just take the leg one, just in case I need to slow somebody down. 3 on the head. The axe should be able to do that. That's fine. Now, you could take a long... If I get to one of them spots, then you could get me. I think if I go in the spot behind Sam, nobody can get to me. I think that's it. Okay, well, they're more interested in the fence because they were shooting at them. So in this case, we want Sam to run up to the fence, interact with the fence, cut it, and you should have enough AP to get to that point there. And switch to Sherry, you should have enough AP to get there. And brilliant. And that's the first successful run I've done on this. Completed the firefighter, so we've unlocked some new jobs. And that was very, very fun. Again, it gives you a load of stats. It took me 9 days and 11 hours. That wasn't too bad. I thought it took a lot longer than that. It took about, what, 5-6 hours to get here. Again, if we'd have got lucky with cars, that would have been speeded up significantly. We've got a fairly decent score. And again, it tells you we found 10 houses. It tells you exactly where you was on whatever days. Again, we did this on normal and on permadeath, so we got a bonus. But next time, I will be playing on hard and I will be playing on permadeath. 66 zombie kills. There is an achievement for no zombie kills, which I think would be a very fun one to try on hard. But that might be one for the future. So let's just close that off. Unlock a new occupation. It was just showing you which one. So an athlete recovers more AP per turn. Again, can be really good. As this bonus up here where you can use double the amount of AP. Might be useful if you're entering or want to zone into a new zone to use your AP. But again, you do have to be careful in case you've got an ambush on the other side. Best use for this boost, I would think, is at the end of the night. You're about to go to sleep. Use 2 times the AP because you're going to get your AP back anyway while you're sleeping. So again, that's the best use, I think, for the athlete. Security guard, again, he's got the same item Sam had on this run, which was the night eyes. Again, you can get it a lot more better, so you can see 3 visibility slots at night. That way you don't have to keep resting at night. You could go out into zones with enough visibility to not have to keep stopping, and then you could rely more on your energy tablets for keeping you awake without having to go to sleep. So again, that will be a fun run to do. And the student we've seen in this run with the additional character we picked up, Sherry. Now, she had that, and you just saw how powerful it was when she could get 45% extra satiety on anything she crafted. Even though I didn't do that much crafting on this run or that much cooking, because I didn't really find the pots and pans until very, very late in the run. But from the very start, that could be really, really good. You could go and craft, as soon as you've got your pots and pans, craft a load of high satiety foods, split them down into 3s, split it down again into 2s, and then you've got enough food to last you 3 or 4 days without having to stop for food again. So again, really, really happy with that run. Hopefully people have enjoyed the run, and hopefully people have seen the game. If you do like it, I don't get any benefits from it, but go over to Steam and buy the game. Like I said, it's a very cheap game. It's a very fun, and again, it has a lot of potential for the future. And again, once you finish your run, it will show you that you finished your run on there. So if I was to start a new game now, I've now got the one I've completed the running in gold, and then I could do the same to try and get gold on here. And say if you was to pick a student, you don't come with anything. So if I want to go and be a loot hoarder, I can go 5. If I want to be a crafting, I can go 5. And because I've just earned a load of points on there, instead of having the 1 point at the start like this, I have a lot of options on different ones. Parkour's pretty good. Half the AP cost when passing through windows and fences and cutting down on sprains. Some really good ones in here. Beastly resilience is really good. Again, if you're getting attacked by zombies, then it's good. Food is a really, really good one, especially with students, because any food you get double the morale on it. So not only do you get the you could get the bonuses if you can get the book for the extra satiety, you can also get extra morale on foods, and you can get superfoods really early in the game. So again, that's going to be for the next run. Hopefully you've liked this video in this series. Please leave a comment below, and don't forget to like and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one. Thank you.